Okay, shorty video because I want to show you, in case you, like me, you're working on your Winegard bat wing antenna, as you can see here, and you're trying to remove this piece to get under here to clean it up, make sure, because it's getting to where it's not pivoting good, it's been on there for 15 years. You'll realize it takes a special socket to remove it, and I didn't have one, didn't have time to order one, don't know if you can order one or not, so I'm going to show you what I did in order to make one. And I know you're seeing all this weird stuff, you think, what the heck's that crap? So anyway, I added a WeBoost for my cell phone reception, and because of the added weight, I'm building me a spring assist. That'll be in another video. So I'm going to show you this socket thing I came up with. Well, anyway, this may look familiar to you if you're working on your antenna. And the book, if you're trying to remove this, by the way, it takes a 3/32 Allen wrench, little bitty dude. So you remove that handle, and then you look up in this hole, and you'll see there's a socket, a nut up in there. And well, here's the nut. I was able to get it out. Now the book does tell you it takes a 15/16 socket, but what it doesn't tell you, it takes a special, very deep well socket, because I got a 15/16, and that's not deep enough, because you got that. There's a big chunk of aluminum, sticks way down, gets in your way. So I'm impatient in the way I am. I said, well, I got to make me a socket. So I got me a piece of PVC pipe. This is 1-inch PVC, and I'll show you what I did too in order to make this. I'm gotta go to the garage now. Well, there's a couple ways you could go about making your own socket. So I got lucky. I happened to find a bolt laying around that happened to have a 15/16 head. I know it's kind of rare. So I had that bolt here. So I just took me a little torch and warmed it up good. After I got it warm, I took my PVC pipe and just slowly pushed down on top of it, wiggled it a little bit so it made my notches that I needed so it would fit this nut right there. That's how I was able to unscrew it real easy. Now, you may not have a bolt like that laying around. So in that case, if you go up on the roof of your antenna, put it in my pocket here, this little black nut that's on top is the same size. So you can unscrew that, and you could use it to mark the places where you need to make your little notches. Now you could just use a little Dremel tool. That would come in handy. Maybe a small hacksaw blade, anything, just to get your points, because that's all it takes, just a little bit to get a hold of it, and it'll unscrew it right out, because it's only hand tight. It's not all that tight. You watch that little bitty plastic washer. Don't lose it when it falls out. Okay, it took two hands. I just wanted to show you that little nut up top will fit in here. It's the same size. And for clearance issues, I have to grind just a little bit off this PVC pipe here, because it's kind of tight fit up in the ceiling. But that got it apart for me and didn't cost me anything. Just had stuff I had laying around. So if you're trying to get that apart, you're looking for a socket, there you go. Just make your own. I'll try to give you a close-up view. You can see the little notches in there. If I get it to focus good. That's all it took. Just enough to get a hold of the corners, and it unscrewed real easy. Okay, going to show you my homemade socket in action. Get the camera in the right spot. Go up here. I feel I got a hold of the nut. Just turn. I'd have to wiggle it a little bit, make sure she's loose. She's still there. There she is. So that's how you get that nut out of there with the homemade socket. Make yours today.